Hi everyone, welcome to today's group on money management. My name is Ashley and I'll be running the group with you today. So for the first 5 or 10 minutes, I want to go around the room and introduce ourselves and share something interesting about yourself with the rest of the group. After the introduction, I would like to go ahead and jump right into our activity, which I think is going to be really fun for you guys. We're going to do a bake sale. And then after that, I have some really cool handouts and instructions for you guys to take home. So again, my name is Ashley. I am a student occupational therapy assistant at Cincinnati State. And something interesting about myself is I have a 4-year-old son named Michael, and I'm married. We have a dog. And we bought a house around this time last year with a little bit of land. So we've been enjoying trying to fix that up and just having fun, especially with this nice weather that's been going on the past few days. So I look forward to hearing about you guys, and let's go ahead and start. Great, thank you guys so much for sharing some information about yourselves. I know that can be hard sometimes with strangers, but I did notice that a few of you also have dogs, so maybe you'll see each other at the dog park or something. So let's move right into our next activity. We are going to be, since we're a money management group, we're going to be coming up with a budget for a bake sale. And then we can combine it with another session or group with the cooking and then go from there. So the first thing I want to talk about are the rules of our bake sale. So let's see. I have put anything and everything I could think of to be at a bake sale on the shopping cart at Meijer. So we're going to take from that shopping cart, and there are different varieties of the same thing but different prices. So that's going to be the tricky thing for you guys, is I want you all to decide which one would be the better choice price-wise, because we do have to stay within a budget of $100. And that is everything. And I mean the cooking utensils, the cooking supplies, the other ingredients, mixes, everything has to stay under $100. And we're having this for the whole facility, so we need to make sure that we have enough for everyone. What this is going to do is, since we're creating a small budget, I'm hoping you can take the tools and things that you're going to learn today to be able to take it home and make like a monthly budget, which I'm also going to give you some handouts on that after we discuss the budget for the bake sale. So what I want you guys to do now is I'm going to give you the list of shopping items for everything that we would need for the bake sale. Again, there might be 3 or 4 different kinds of cookie sheets or cupcake pans. But again, pick which one would be the most responsible price-wise. So I'll meet back up with you in about 20 minutes, but let me know if you have any questions in the meantime. One thing that I do want to remind you guys while you're still discussing the prices in the shopping cart is make sure that you go and check the kitchen area down the hall to make sure we don't already have some of the cooking utensils. That way you don't have to waste money in the budget. And one thing I forgot to tell you guys too is that there will be a prize or a reward if you stay under that $100 budget. So you'll see. All right, great. Thank you for working together nicely. I know there was a couple times where there wasn't always an agreement of what kind of cookie or brownie that you would want to get, but you guys worked together through it nicely, and I do appreciate that. So the next thing that we're going to go over is I have a few handouts for you guys, like I said earlier, to something you could take home, something that you can use in your everyday life. One of them being how to write a check, because how often do people write checks nowadays? But I had to recently, and this was really helpful for me. So it goes through each step of how to write a check, kind of the anatomy of a check, which is nice and helpful. And then at the end of the little packet, which each one of you will get if you'd like, is how to balance a checkbook. And that's the little ledger at the end of your checkbook where you can say this check number, I wrote $30 for this certain thing. That way you can keep track of how much is in your account. So I'm going to give you guys that to take home. And then I also made this on Microsoft Word. So this is a monthly budget. And what you can do with this is it says name some example of monthly expenses. So can you guys name some examples of what you spend monthly with your budget? Okay, great, good. So something I would put on here would be mortgage or rent, car payment, groceries, clothes, etc., etc. And then I also wanted to discuss with you guys, are there some things on your budget that are not necessary and you could remove to give you extra money? And I know I'm very guilty of, I go out to eat way too much. So I could remove at least probably $100 from my budget each month just from not going out to eat and buying enough groceries to pack my lunch, because I'm really bad at going out to eat. But another thing that I found on Pinterest, which is a really good resource for handouts and budgeting sheets and things like that. I found this one here on Pinterest. That's who made it on there. But it's a little more fun with the colors, and it gets into a little more detail than the one that I just made on Microsoft Word. So again, our goal for this group today was to kind of get some takeaway on some resources that you can use at home to make a monthly budget for when you are back to your typical working life. Do you guys have any questions? All right, great. So was there anyone that kind of stood out as a leader of the group? And do you think that you all work together in a good, efficient way? Great, I noticed that too. I'm really glad that you guys worked through the conflict of picking the different kinds of things. What would you do differently if we did this group again? Great, I will definitely take that into consideration. I'll write that down for the next group. Do you feel like you could take the things that we learned today in the group and apply it to your everyday life? All right, great. Thank you so much for participating in the discussion. I got to hear a little bit from every one of you, so that was nice. I did want to tell you guys that you came under budget on our grocery shopping activity. So what we can do with the extra money, you have about $25 extra, is you can buy something in our grocery shopping trip that wasn't on the list, something that you all can agree upon, or I can divvy the money out to you guys equally and you can keep it for yourself. So again, I really appreciate you guys working well together today, and we are looking forward to having the bake sale. But if you guys don't have any questions, I will see you next session. And if you see me around and do have a question, just let me know. Thank you.